Our movie kicks off with a sinister sorcerer named Caecilius. He storms into an ancient temple and snatches a page from a powerful, forbidden book of magic. But just as he's about to make his escape, a legendary sorceress known as the Ancient One appears, ready to shut his plans down. To prevent total chaos from wrecking planet Earth, she shifts the battle into the mirror dimension, a reality where their fight won't cause real-world destruction. The Ancient One proves to be insanely powerful, wiping out all of Caecilius' followers with ease. Even Caecilius himself realizes he's outmatched and makes a run for it. Then we cut to Dr. Stephen Strange, a brilliant neurosurgeon, laser-focused as he performs a high-stakes surgery. The guy's a genius, no doubt about it. After wrapping up at the hospital, he makes plans with his girlfriend, Christine Palmer, for a night out. Later that evening, we see him getting all dressed up, rocking a sharp tuxedo and hopping into his fancy car, ready to meet Christine. On the road, disaster strikes. Dr. Strange gets into a brutal car crash. His sleek ride flies off a bridge, flipping in midair before slamming down hard. He's rushed to the hospital, barely holding on. When he finally wakes up, reality hits him like a ton of bricks. His hands, his most valuable tools, are ruined. The nerves are completely shattered. No precision, no control. His career as a world-class neurosurgeon, gone. Christine stays by his side, supporting him as he slowly regains some movement. But no matter how hard he tries, his hands refuse to function like they used to. Frustration turns to desperation. Determined to fix himself at any cost, Strange reaches out to a fellow doctor, hoping for a solution. But the answer isn't what he wants to hear. There's only one experimental procedure, and in his condition, it's doomed to fail. Strange pushes, begs, demands the surgery, but the doctor refuses. Click. The call ends, and just like that, hope slips further away. Depression sinks in. His world crumbles. Christine, unable to watch him self-destruct, walks away. He's alone. But then, one conversation changes everything. During a physical therapy session, a nurse casually mentions a patient, a man who was completely paralyzed but somehow, miraculously, walked again. No medical explanation, no logic, just impossible. Strange, desperate for answers, tracks the man down. The guy tells him about a hidden sanctuary, Kamartaj, a mysterious place where monks and sorcerers practice mystical healing. With nothing left to lose, Strange heads to Nepal, searching for Kamartaj. But before he even gets close, he's ambushed by street thugs. They beat him down, ready to rob or worse. Just when things seem hopeless, bam! A masked figure leaps into action, taking the thugs down with effortless skill. That's when Strange meets Mordo, a warrior of Kamartaj. Mordo isn't just some random fighter, he's about to introduce Strange to a world he never even imagined. Strange finally reaches Kamartaj, but he's not ready for what's coming. There, he meets the Ancient One, the legendary sorceress. But Strange? Still a skeptic. He straight up tells her he doesn't believe in all this spiritual nonsense. Without a word, the Ancient One casually slams her palm into his chest. Boom! His spirit is yanked right out of his body. He watches in shock as his astral form floats above him before she pulls him right back in. Still doubting, she places her hand on his forehead. Whoosh! Suddenly, Strange is launched through countless dimensions. He tumbles through infinite realities, witnessing cosmic horrors and mind-bending landscapes beyond imagination. When he snaps back to reality, he's not a skeptic anymore. He begs her to teach him. But the Ancient One isn't convinced. She refuses and kicks him out. No training, no second chances. But Strange? He's desperate. He sits outside Kamartaj's gates, waiting, hoping. Inside, the Ancient One shares her concerns with Mordo. She fears Strange might follow the same dark path as Caecilius, a former student who betrayed them. But Mordo reminds her, Caecilius already stole a forbidden page from their sacred book, a spell that could bring total destruction. If they don't train Strange, they might not stand a chance against what's coming. And so, she makes a choice. Dr. Strange will learn the mystic arts. Training begins. Strange quickly becomes obsessed with mastering magic, soaking up every spell, every technique. But one thing catches his eye, the same book Caecilius stole from. That's when he meets Wong, the temple's librarian. Wong explains that Caecilius stole a page about the multiverse and time manipulation. Dangerous, forbidden knowledge. Meanwhile, Caecilius begins his dark ritual. Using the stolen spell, he opens a portal to the dark dimension, summoning an ancient, monstrous entity, Dormammu. A being so powerful, so unstoppable that if he enters Earth's reality, it's game over for the entire planet. At first, Doctor Strange struggles with magic. No matter how hard he tries, he just can't get it right. Frustrated, he tells the Ancient One that his hands are too damaged. He physically can't control the spells. She proves him wrong. She introduces him to another sorcerer, one with no hands at all. Yet, the guy wields magic flawlessly. The message is clear. It's not about the body, it's about the mind. And to make him understand that, she throws him onto the freezing peaks of Mount Everest through a magical portal. The catch? He has 10 minutes to figure out how to open a portal back, or he freezes to death. Panic kicks in. The icy winds cut through him like blades. His breath turns to mist. He's shivering, barely able to think. Then, instinct kicks in. With every ounce of focus, he forces his magic into action. A portal opens. He leaps through, landing back at Camartage, barely alive. Lesson learned. From that moment, Strange pushes himself harder. Day by day, his magic improves. He learns faster than anyone expected, but there's a problem. When he tries to study astral projection, the ability to separate his spirit from his body, Wong refuses to teach him. The knowledge is forbidden. But come on, this is Doctor Strange we're talking about. He finds another way. Using his growing skills, Strange secretly opens portals inside the library, slipping past Wong and stealing the books he wasn't supposed to read. And in record time, he cracks it. Not only does he master astral projection, but he also discovers something even bigger. The legendary Eye of Agamotto, a mystical artifact that lets him control time itself. And with it, he reverses time, reconstructing the stolen page from Caecilius's book, revealing the dark secrets Caecilius was after. And that's when Strange finally uncovers the truth. The stolen page? It's not just some random spell, it's a ritual, one designed to open the dark dimension. But before he can process it, Mordo and Wong storm in. And they're not happy. They drop a bombshell on him. The Eye of Agamotto isn't just any relic, it holds one of the legendary Infinity Stones. Messing with time? That's dangerous on a level Strange can't even comprehend. Wong explains that Earth is protected by 3 Camartage sanctuaries, each one acting as a shield against Dormammu, the monstrous ruler of the dark dimension. If those sanctuaries fall, Dormammu will consume the planet. And then, boom! Before they can even react, Caecilius attacks. The London sanctuary is completely obliterated. Strange is suddenly pulled into battle, but not in London. He's teleported straight to the New York sanctuary. This place is different. It's high-tech, packed with artifacts, and most importantly, it has 3 magical doorways that can instantly teleport anyone, anywhere in the world. But before he can explore, Caecilius strikes again. A brutal fight breaks out. Caecilius is stronger, faster, more experienced. He sends Strange flying out of the building. But guess what? Strange isn't done yet. He reappears, this time wearing his legendary red cloak of levitation. The cloak isn't just for show, it's alive, and it gives Strange the edge he needs. He fights back, using the sanctuary's magic to trap Caecilius. And that's when Caecilius drops a truth bomb. The Ancient One is lying to you. She's been drawing power from the dark dimension. Strange is shaken. Could the person who trained him really be using forbidden magic? But there's no time to think. One of Caecilius's minions suddenly stabs Strange with a spear. But the cloak isn't just for looks, it fights back, slamming the attacker into the ground and taking him out. Wounded and desperate, Strange opens a portal to the only place he trusts, his hospital. He crashes into the ER, barely conscious. Christine, his old flame, rushes to help. But then, his spirit suddenly leaves his body. Christine freaks out. But Strange has no choice. He has to guide her through his own surgery, while fighting off an astral projection attack from Caecilius's minion. An intense, ghostly battle unfolds. 2 spirits fighting in the astral realm while Christine is literally saving Strange's life. But in the end, Strange wins. The attacker is obliterated and Christine successfully patches him up. Back in action, Strange returns to Camartage. He finally confronts the Ancient One, exposing her secret. She's been drawing power from the dark dimension to stay alive for centuries. Disappointed, Strange walks away. But meanwhile, Caecilius is making his final move. He's about to destroy the last sanctuary, breaking Earth's defenses and unleashing Dormammu into our world. Strange makes a desperate move. He pulls them all into the mirror dimension. But then, he realizes something horrifying. Caecilius and his minions are even stronger inside the mirror dimension. Caecilius is just about to finish off Doctor Strange when, boom, the Ancient One arrives at the last second, saving him. But the victory is short-lived. Caecilius strikes back, delivering a fatal blow that leaves her gravely wounded. And before anyone can react, he hurls her through a portal, throwing her into the real world. Strange doesn't hesitate. He rushes to her side, opens a portal, and takes her straight to the hospital, desperate to save her life. But when he gets there, he realizes something horrifying. Her heart has stopped. She's gone. Or at least, her body is. Strange steps out of his own body, entering the astral plane, where he finds her spirit, calmly waiting. He begs her to return, to fight, to stay alive. But she refuses. She finally reveals the truth. She's been secretly drawing energy from the dark dimension all this time. Not for power, but to protect humanity. And now, her time is up. She tells Strange that he's stronger than she ever was, that it's now his responsibility to carry on her legacy, and just like that, she fades away. Doctor Strange knows what this means. She's gone. Meanwhile, in China, Caecilius has one last sanctuary to destroy, and once he does, Dormammu will finally break into Earth's reality. Wong is already there, putting up a fight with everything he's got. But Caecilius is too powerful. The temple falls. Now, nothing stands between Earth and Dormammu's arrival. Strange and Mordo arrive in China, but it's already too late. The temple is destroyed. The sky twists into a dark vortex, and then Dormammu appears. The world as they know it is seconds away from destruction. But Strange isn't giving up. He knows brute force won't stop Dormammu. He needs another way. Using the Eye of Agamotto, he creates a time loop and launches himself straight into the dark dimension. And the second Dormammu sees him, he obliterates him on the spot. But then, Strange comes back. Dormammu tries again, kills him instantly. And yet, Strange reappears. Again and again and again. It doesn't matter how many times Dormammu destroys him. The loop resets every single time. Frustrated and confused, Dormammu realizes the horrible truth. He's trapped. No matter what he does, time keeps repeating itself. Strange finally makes his offer. Leave Earth forever and take Caecilius and his followers with him, or be stuck in this endless time loop for eternity. And Dormammu, the most powerful entity in the dark dimension, surrenders. With a single move, Dormammu erases Caecilius and his followers, dragging them into the dark dimension forever. Earth is safe, but not everyone agrees with what Strange has done. Mordo is furious. He believes tampering with time is a violation of nature itself, that no one, not even Strange, should have that kind of power. Disillusioned, Mordo walks away, leaving Strange behind. Strange, knowing the dangers of time manipulation, returns the Eye of Agamotto to Kamartaj and takes an oath to protect Earth from any future threats. Sometime later, we see him standing inside the Sanctum Sanctorum, surrounded by ancient books and mystical artifacts. Dr. Stephen Strange is no longer just a brilliant surgeon. He is now the protector of reality itself. And then, boom, Thor shows up. Yeah, the actual god of thunder walks into the Sanctum Sanctorum looking for Dr. Strange. Turns out, he needs Strange's help with something big. But what could it be? Well, that's a story for another time. And that's a wrap for today. Catch you in the next one. Peace out.